Good morning, my brothers, sisters, best fathers, children, and my friends around the world, United States of America. This Thursday morning, about nearly 9 a.m., and I like to tell you a story when I was growing, and you may learn the hard way. No, learn easy way from me, like the other video. Good. Sorry, early in the morning. And the winter is here, and about maybe 3-4 days ago, they say it's going to be snow hit, and the ice comes after that. Sure enough, and the snow and ice, my vehicle was covered with snow and ice. And first time after 3 days, I had gloves on. I couldn't get the snow off of it because the snow was underneath an ice. I had to bust it with my hand and take it all off, all my windshield, from the back of the windshield, top, and side, and front, and back. And I cleared that off, and I started the vehicle up and turned like the hit the sky high on here, and blew off that windshield of the ice off of it. And I got my truck that way. Now, I never got out for 3 days. For the time I got out yesterday, I shoveled my driveway to that blacktop and one strip on the wheels. And then I put the bell hay on that wheel track to keep it slide. The bell hay and work. I put the hay on my driveway and it worked. And then I get it spin. And I take the bell hay off and it starts spinning. My truck starts spinning. And that's when I got my bell hay and put behind the vehicle all the way to the driveway. It's about 20 feet in the road, in my driveway. So I got that done. So I back it up, back it up, excuse me, sorry. And it worked. The bell hay, I got on there on the wheel track, not all over, on the wheel track. And it worked. I can use it. And then I get farther and farther, and it worked. Bell hay worked. And the straw hay, and worked. And the sawdust, you can do sawdust, same thing. That worked. Easy chip, that worked. And the one time, I'm not telling you the story, back in, I think, 07, and the one time there was 3 brothers lived in the Army Trail Road with factories. And I walked out of that factory with the store, about 2 miles of store, 2 miles of back. And I saw a man pass me up in a full sawdust back in the truck, full. There were 2 guys in the back. And got up the factory, the 2 guys, and one driver, 1 guy, 2 guys in the back, and shoveled sawdust on that road, all the way up 2 miles in the factory. And believe it or not, it worked. Sawdust will not fly, and it worked. And I see people I saw people coming out with sawdust. And downhill, uphill, downhill. Absolutely sawdust worked. Yeah. So I got my vehicle. A car wreck. I was throwing my vehicle. I caused it hurt. So I took my cash. I got a vehicle. After I see people going in and out. And then after they get done a half mile, they would get more sawdust and come back all the way up battery. So I actually got 2 irons. I see people going in and out. Miracle. It worked. I got in my truck and went on and go uphill, downhill, real slow, uphill, downhill, and it worked. Okay, okay. And the mama is proof. Okay now. The mama's the truth. It was downhill. And I went real slow. So downhill you slide off over hill. So I went down slow. I put on neutral. That way it can easy use a brake. If you put on the gear and use a brake, it can cause a same time if you put on the gear and the whole brake same time that gear got the motor will pull you, see, and sometimes you use a brake. So I put on neutral and that way it will pull me. I slow down here. It's very easy. It's an easy way. Trust me, I've done that plenty of times. And I was downhill and the sawdust went on my road. I went to the bottom. I made it work. Sawdust, it worked. And you can use bale hay, straw hay, and you can use a kip. Big bag of kip. And on your small driveway. You can use a kip now. Cause I don't know where the wheel track is. If you put all over, you run out, see. If you put on the wheel track, putting up the road, it's a lot easier. You won't run out kip or run out of hay. And the truckload of sawdust, you won't run out. Just put all over your driveway. So, and it worked. When I went down here, and moment of truth, I'll go back home. Back up the hill. I put on a second gear. That way, in the third gear, when you get a gas, it kind of spin. And so I put on the second gear. I put on second gear. I go up that hill. Tap, leave me alone now. I ain't got car can on you. So I went up the hill and real slow, so I will spin the way up. And it worked. And I mean, I never spin the sawdust on that road, on the ice. So it worked. Yeah, it worked. So it's a power couple here when I said sawdust. Well, I don't look like ice, it worked. So yesterday, and I took a bell hay, or I shovel out of the way. And I thought about the bell hay. So I go that way, it worked. Yes, it worked. And then the next year, I go get me I had an idea yesterday. I go get me a bigger classic. That way I could put classic over my vehicle, over, covering my driveway, all the way to a quarter feet on the flat top. I took a rock down. That way snow hot blooded or you turn ice, it don't matter. And then when I was to go somewhere, I could pull a classic over on the side of the vehicle, and then my driveway would be clear. And I out of my truck, off of the main road. So I go do that next year. So now, if he's still winter right now, I might buy me a classic. Name me tomorrow or next day. And I go put classic on my vehicle all week on the main road. That's why easier. Or you could put classic on the road all the way underneath the vehicle. That way snow or ice, you can push classic out of the way and clear the road. That's way in it. And one car back in the 07, 06, 07, and I got up, it was in Leslie County, Middleport. I got up the morning, I mean, it was cold, and I went out to my truck, I started, it was crack, it was dark, it was cold. So I had to wait about 1 or 2 o'clock when the sun that hit my truck, it cooled off, and it's dark. So now, I worry about next morning. So I had an idea. I popped my hook, I put the classic on top of my motor on the side, and the truck on the side, all the way to the ground. And then I put my hook out, hold the classic in place. And then put a few rocks, I hold the classic down. At the moment of the truth, next morning, same time at 8, I come out there, and I leave the classic there because my classic just custom band. And I got in my truck, and sure enough, it's starting up. And that way cold spell will get in the motor. And it worked, I started it up. So I used that ever since. And one time, when I lived in Wildwood apartment, and the next morning my truck was dark, and then the next morning, I popped my hood, I put the blanket in, and closed my hood. And then next morning, I popped my hood, got my blanket out, and it's dark. Sure enough, it's dark. And then one time, I started up, I look out 100 yards before I get the main road. I get the macro, I have blanket over my hood. So I stopped, turned it off, I cocked the hood, got my blanket out, and shut and started up. And then, got knocked. I popped my hood, put blanket, I let it stick out, where I could see the blanket on my driver's side. That way I was starting to take off. And then I saw the blanket, I cocked my hood, got my blanket out, shut it, started up. Anybody else? They stuck. Nobody can start this vehicle. So, the best way. Now, I just put no plastic on my truck and my car. And amazingly, just in the morning, as I clean it up, I start the car, start right up. It was cold just in the morning. And I said, I'll look at my truck start. So I cleaned the snow ice off that truck, and sure enough, that truck start. So, the best way. So now, I will cook, maybe 2 days, I will give me a class, cover the road, my driveway. When it snows, it'll be clear, I'll have to shovel. So the best way, I will do like that. Smart way. Easy way. Now, I hope you learn, and when I say about survival situation, And I like to say this. I love watching Milkman on YouTube channel because I used to be a milkman. I love going on the milk. And I love being a milkman. Survivor. And I, I think about 9 years ago, there was a milkman in Alaska. I think I could say his name, and I pulled in the driveway after some work, and the guy in the driveway, he looked at me, he said, "Hey," I said, "Yeah, you look like that one guy over there in Alaska on the YouTube channel." I should have said, "Yeah, that's my half brother." But I didn't. I don't want to do that. So I said, "Yeah, that's what everybody said." And now, he had a YouTube channel. I gonna text him. And I did text him. And I heard that years ago he died. YouTube channel. They say he died, he's buried. His whole family right there. That's sad. And then all of a sudden, he was alive on the YouTube channel. And I text him. I said, "I thought you dead." Now, I said, "I thought you died." That's buried. He never commented back. And I looked at another comment. They said the same thing when I said, "I thought you dead." That's buried. No comment with that either. Oh, I think on the YouTube channel live that he died. He did die. He's alive well. YouTube channel, sometimes they, I don't know. Yeah, YouTube channel, you can talk by the video that said he died. Not YouTube channel. It was talk by the video saying he died when he did. He's alive today. I couldn't believe it. I thought he died. He showed the video. He had a stomach problem, and he died. He buried, and the whole family right there went on the YouTube channel on the video. So that's crazy. So yeah, I texted him. I said, "I thought you died," but he never commented back. So, well, at least I know he's alive well. You can't believe anything. What you see. So, anyway, I love Milkman. I love to look on the mouth. And I thought, remember this, when you can look on the mouth, it's going to be hard. No, it's not like you in the home. You have a roof on your head. You have electric, you have bathroom, a bed, and you have groceries in the refrigerator, and you have a lot of meat in the deep freeze. And now, when you live in the woods, it's cold as it was going now. You ain't gonna have no electric and running waters and no refrigerators. It's real complicated. It's more than live on the mouth. But when you live on the mouth, it's called survival situation. Sometimes you have to turn the gun. It's called, you live in the wilderness, it's a fire, mouth lies, or coyotes, a fox, and a wolf. You have to turn the handgun, the shotgun constantly. So it's going to be hard life. And I remember this man and woman lived in Alaska, 200 miles of nowhere. And I love, like I said, I love the mouth, true story. And because I was raised up in a mouth when I was a young man. I got a woman, she was carrying a handgun because that video man said, why you carrying a handgun? He said, because a bird come out of nowhere with a cat, and I have to took my gun out and using it. And they had a video, and sure enough, there was a bird, and luckily she had a shotgun, a pump gun, and the bird attacked her home, and she shot it. It's on the YouTube channel. She shot the bird. And like I said, it is hard when you live in the mountains. And you have to watch the animal constantly. You have to listen. Everything you do, like firewood, build up a log cabin, you have to listen to sound like a bird, coyote, a wolf. So you have to do that every single day night and listen to bird, coyote, and wolf. Because you are in the danger zone when you live in the mountains. That's right. And so stay quiet when you live in the mountains. You're not worried about a rattlesnake, and you're not worried about you get sick, and you're not worried about you break your leg and can't get out of it, and you're not worried about a tree fell on you, you can't get out. You can sit there and die off. Guys are looking them out. But I hope you'll be alright if you do look on them out in the woods, whatever. Now, if you did, I hope you learn how hard it was. It was hard. I look at them out. And back then, when I was 18, I didn't know how to build a shelter at the time. They do have cliff. And in the woods, in the snow, I go up there every morning and stay gone 3, 4, 5 hours. And I build a fire, stay warm, no roof. And I believe I had a hot coffee and or hot chocolate and a few meals. Sat there, gave Grammys, looked at that, turned them out, snows, and I was an 18-year-old that got early. No, I was 17-year-old that got winter. So I met her on the other side of the hill. My boots got wet, my foot got wet, and I got off the cliff. I filled me a small fire. And I took my shoes off, and got my sock off, squeezed the water out, and dry that sock. And to dry my shoes about hours. And so after hours, I put sock back on, put shoes back on. And then I put the snow, put the fire, put the fire out. It's real good, and I put a lot of snow, and they sure is out good. Because if you skate, it'll make on fire. So I like that. I put a lot of snow on it and cover it. And cover that fire. And I went home. And then I started figuring out how I keep the water getting in my cup. I put 2 plastic grocery bags on one, 2 grocery bags on the other over the sock. And it worked. The water get in, but it can't get in my sock and my foot. It worked. Why did it get cold? And the day, about a year ago, this man gave me a boost. And it cost $200 boost. And I put it on. I went in her that morning. It was cold that morning. I got up 5 o'clock in the morning, and I went down there, and I park the vehicle, I walk my clothes, my shoes should get cold by now. And I got up gear stand. I was thinking my feet should get cold by now. And something went wrong. My feet still warm. After about 2 hours, my feet still warm. I couldn't figure it out. I come to find out that boom, like, let me show you. See how little that was? Your feet get cold. If you was that boom, it had a big, in the front and the back, big, but it takes a while cold to get to your feet. So I figured it out. That's why I worked $200. And this year I will give me a brand new boot. And that boot I have is falling apart. Because I wore that out. It's old. And that boot was real deep. Anyways, that's why my feet never got cold. And now I learned. And I'll have to put the classes over. It's waterproof. And my feet stay warm. Every time I go hot, and my feet stay warm. So now this is about survival situation I teach you. And also I teach you about the driveway. I hope you learn. And this morning, I made a video about an hour ago, I believe. I had a hot pot, a hot cooker, full of hot water. I went outside. I had on the video, and I screwed like an iron, like a masonry. The hot water turned to steam. It turned to clouds. And that's a hard to believe that really happened. I got that last year, but my wife, she said now, she never seen like it before. She said it turned to clouds, go up in the sky. And so, I hope you like my story and the video, so you be good, I'll be good, God bless you. Remember, pray when you go in the world. Pray when you get back home. That's a very important. So, get your Bible and read the King James first and study the Word of God constantly. Thank you. You be good, I'll be good, God bless you. Come on.